Wanderers, and welcome back to Wandering Readings. It's been so long since I've said that. I don't know how long it's actually been since I've said that, really truly. I keep meaning to come back to YouTube, but then so much life has happened that I forget. So here we are. We're going to try to bring back the reading vlogs, but with a slight twist. I don't know what book I'm reading next. I just finished Kingdom of the Wicked, which I rated 3 out of 5 stars. Now, a reminder, 3 stars for me is like I enjoyed the book, but I didn't have strong emotions towards it. So it wasn't like a 4-star. Whereas like a 4-star is like the books that I love, but like I don't have, like they're a favorite, but they're like not a top tier all-time favorite, which is 5 stars. Just a reminder, 3 stars I will still recommend. I very much enjoyed the book, and I will continue on with the series. I have yet to get the rest of the series, but I will continue on with it because I am very intrigued as to what happens next and everything. But yeah, so I actually saw this idea. I saw a TikTok Instagram reel of Dylan Joseph Wrights, who is my favorite Bookstagram content creator at the moment. It always changes, but he's like my all-time favorite. I don't know what it is. His videos crack me up, but he started doing a spinning wheel for deciding what book he reads. So I decided to do that for myself. I have 2 spinning wheels. I have one for my Kobo, which I will be using come September for Kobo Plus books, and I'm also going to include all the books that I own on my Kobo that I haven't read yet, as well as then I also have one for my physical TBR. I do not know how many books are on this list, to be honest. I just know that there's quite a few. So we're gonna let the spinning wheel spin around and do some magic and pick what book that I read next. I do have free space, so that I'm gonna use for picking my own book. I also have a friend pick a book. So I'm intrigued to see what book I get. I have quite a few on the list that I need to read. So I'm going to quickly start screen recording my iPad so then we can put the iPad on the screen with me so we can see what I'm going to be choosing. So we're going to start the screen recording. And we're going to also turn up the volume on this because I also want to hear the sound. Okay. Are we ready? So 3, 2, 1. I have to have a family member pick the book that I read. Let me go get my mom and ask her to pick the book that I read because she's the only one that's home right now. So let me go ask her to come to my room to pick out the book that I'm going to be reading next. Alrighty, besties, we are back. We have a book chosen. My mother picked My Fault by Mercedes Ron, which is also a movie. I think it's My Fault London is the English version. This is, I think, started off as a Spanish book, and then as it got more popular, it got translated into English and everything. But I got this book series, the whole series, from my best friend for my birthday in 2024. So I'm very excited to read it. But here is the description for you. I didn't want warmth, I wanted fire. 17-year-old Noah Morgan lives a quiet, normal life with her mother in Toronto, until her mother meets and marries William Leister, a wealthy and enigmatic lawyer from California. Noah finds herself moving to LA, leaving her volleyball team, her best friend, and her boyfriend behind. Upon arriving in her new life of private schools and pool parties, she meets her new brother, Nicholas, a college student and seemingly the typical spoiled rich kid. Noah has no desire to get along with him, especially when she discovers Nick's secret life of a clandestine car racing and street fights. Not to mention, Noah has her own demons on her tail and doesn't want Nick's nose in any of them. But what the two don't account for is the powerful physical attraction between them, enough to turn their whole world upside down. Can love conquer the dark side of these LA streets, or will Nick and Noah be swallowed by the dark things between them? I'm very intrigued. This kind of actually reminds me of the book series Did I Mention I Love You? Did I Mention I Miss You? Did I Mention I Need You? Just by the description. But I'm very curious to see the difference between these two, since it's step-siblings again. So I'm very intrigued. I'm very excited. I cannot wait to start reading this. But I am going out for dinner now, so I will not be starting this until later. But I will give you an update whenever I finish reading the prologue, I I think, is when we'll do the first update and thoughts so far on the book. The prologue doesn't seem that, it's literally just a page. So we'll give the first thoughts maybe after the first chapter of my opinion so far. But yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Hello again, little wanderers. It is the next day since I started filming this video because I didn't really get the chance to read until like late last night, and then I read the first prologue and the first chapter, and then I passed the frick out. I was that tired. But so far in My Fault, I do find it very similar so far with the Did I Mention series, which I actually have like right next to my desk. Ooh, I found a plug that is actually going to be handy because it saves me a little bit of money soon. But it kind of reminds me of the Did I Mention I Love You series, which is the first book in the series. I don't believe, I'm 99% sure this series is only like the girl's point of view, which is Eden, whereas this book, the My Fault, is also both Noah and Nick's point of view, because the second chapter is his point of view, which I haven't read that part yet, but the first chapter just reminded me a lot of the book Did I Mention I Love You, just because like she's gone to California, and both books they've gone to California, but the only difference is that it's her mom instead of her dad this time around, whereas in Did I Mention I Love You, she lives with her dad, not her mom. But I am very intrigued and interested, and yeah, so far I like it. I'm very excited to read more of it, but I'm going to go sit outside now with my mom, and I'm actually going to do some reading journaling to catch up on my reading journal, and then I'll probably read more of My Fault. So I will see you guys in a little while with more updates and opinions and thoughts. Hello, little wanderers. I'm going to turn the fan down in my car. Let's restart. Hello, little wanderers. I have to crouch really low because where I want to place you, you see my steering wheel, and I don't really want that in this clip. So I'm like crouching down really low so you guys can see me right now. But I want to give an update on My Fault. I am like, I think 50% of the way through. I'm on page 206. We're going to check my fable really quickly. Oh shit. I didn't even... Okay, we're exactly 50% of the way through the book. I am quite enjoying this. I read pretty much majority of it yesterday, being Tuesday. I didn't really read on Monday, which is why you didn't really see an update from me on Monday. But I read pretty much 50, like the full 50% yesterday, because I read chapter 1, the prologue in chapter 1, I think on Sunday. And then I may have given you the update about it on Monday, but like I didn't really read on Monday, even though my fable says that I read on Monday. I didn't read. I lied to fable, but it's fine. It's fine. But I am quite enjoying it. Although the one thing is, we're on chapter 24, and it's like nothing's really happened between the characters. Like they've kissed a few times. They have like feelings for each other. Basically, like there's not feelings, but like physical attraction. They know that it's there, but nothing's really happened. We've met Ronnie, Jenna, Lion, Anna, Dan. Dan came to visit Noah, which she was not happy about, and Nick helped lie to her and get Dan out of the house. We met Mario. I very much love the dual point of view, but it kind of feels like it's like taking forever. Like this is a 400 and something page book. 406? No, 405 pages. This is 405 pages. So it feels like at this point, more should be happening. And it might not need this, like, 200 pages. Like, the first 200 pages, there wasn't really much of a setup. Like, there's not really, like, they've gone to parties. She's raced. She watched Nick fight. She's been home alone. And they throw a party again. And then she's had her other, like, she's gotten a job, she got a car, and this is all supposed to happen within, like, the month before school starts. But, like, nothing's really happened, like, between the characters, so it kind of feels like redundant to have so many pages. I'm intrigued to see where the last 200 and something pages take us, because I really want to know what happens and where they go. and what is in store. I'm very intrigued. We're on chapter 24, which is the Nick chapter. The chapters are pretty short too. Like, they're not very long. Some chapters are very, very short, or some chapters are slightly longer. Like, this chapter is takes us to 213, page 213, so 207 to 213. So, like, it's not very long of a chapter. But yeah, that is my update on My Fault. I will update my thoughts more when I have more, but it's a quick read. Like, it's very quick, even though it feels like it's taking forever to get into the story. I was able to read almost 50% of it in one day, and I haven't really been reading very consistently and very much in the last year and a half. So, like, we got quite far. I'm curious to see how far I am to get throughout the rest of this week, and if I actually finish this book this week. And if I did, that's going to be really impressive for me, because I haven't finished a book in a week in quite some time. Like, 2 years? Actually, no, that's a lie. I did finish, like, books in a day back in April in my trading my screen time for reading time video. But, like, other than that, I haven't really read a book pretty quickly in quite some time. So I'm very intrigued to see how long this takes me to actually finish it. But yeah, that's my update for you guys. I will update you guys more later if I have any more updates for you. Hello, little wanderers. It's been a while since I last updated you, but I have officially finished My Fault by Mercedes Ron, and I don't know how I feel about it. I definitely am giving it 3 stars because I liked it, I enjoyed it, it was a good time, but I don't have strong emotions towards it. It kind of felt like, as I said in the beginning, like a ripoff from the Dimly series, and I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I very much enjoyed it, but the part that confuses me is how there's 2 other books. Like, there's 2 other books in the series, and they both follow the same 2 main characters, but so much has happened in the first book that's like, why is there a second and third book? So I'm intrigued to continue reading it. I'm not going to read it quite yet, like continue the series quite yet. I'm going to read something else because I don't really want to continue on right this moment. I also have been, like, very much for the last little while just, like, going back and forth between series and just, like, picking up whatever I feel like and not reading a complete series all the way through. So yeah, I am now going to spin the little wheel spin. Once I end this video and start a new one, we're going to spin the new wheel for the next book that I'm going to read and vlog. So I'm very excited for that. So I will see you guys in the next video. If you made it this far, comment the book that you read, comment the most recent book that you read and the rating that you gave it. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you like these videos. I am making a comeback in my YouTube journey, so we shall see when the next one is, but I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!